You are listening to African Father in America podcast by Simon Javan Okello, live from Seattle, Washington, USA.
Greetings, beautiful people. My name is Simon Javan Okello. I am excited to be here with you for another amazing episode of the African Father in America podcast. And our proverb today is amazing, and I just wanted to go straight to it. I am running a little late. I can't even believe that I was able to catch up with time, but here we are. Our proverb today is amazing, from Zulu. Our proverb is from the Zulu tribe. A horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. I want to know your own perspectives on this proverb in the comments. Let me know your own perspectives on this proverb in the comments. A horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. What does this mean for you? I have 3 nuggets of wisdom that I am going to share about this proverb in just a moment. But for now, I want you to share with me where in the world you are joining me from for today's conversation. I am always really privileged, and I feel honored to be here, and this is the first week that I am doing this amazing show. For a while I took time off in order for me to focus on the production of the Madaraka Festival that was incredibly successful. So for those of you who are joining the show for the first time, I want you to make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, take a minute and subscribe to the channel. For those of you who are, who have watched this show before, I just want to thank you so much for supporting. Without your presence, without your support, this show would not be happening. And I just realized that I need to add my title there. With live streaming and live recording of podcasts, you can really do anything you want in real time. And that's why I love doing the African Father in America podcast here on YouTube. This is also a way for me to reflect on life. It's a way for me to observe what's going on around the world and be able to speak about it, share my opinions. But also it grounds me before I start my day. This is a way for me to ground myself and reflect on who I am, reflect on these proverbs that our ancestors left behind for us. So I'm very, very proud of the work that I do with this incredible podcast and the work that I do with the Madaraka Festival. And I hope that you are also enjoying this content that we are creating here consistently. Again, from next week, we will be here Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sometime we will be having guests, but sometime it will just be me sharing with you the proverb for the day and sharing with you the nuggets related to this, the specific proverb that we have for that given day. So today, Friday, marks the 4th straight day that we have been broadcasting again. I love doing this. And so from May until this Tuesday, the 1st of August, I took time off and I really enjoyed my time off. But I feel like I missed broadcasting. I missed producing this podcast episode and this podcast series. And I'm just happy to be back. I want to know some of the guests that you want to see on the show in the coming weeks. So let me know in the DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at Okello Javan. So let me know who you want to see on the show. But today we have an amazing proverb. For those who are just joining us, our proverb is from the Zulu tribe. And it's speaking about why sometimes horses have 4 legs, but they still fall. It's a beautiful proverb, and it leaves you with a question of really everybody everybody can sometime stumble and fall, no matter how strong they are. If you look at what was going on in Niger, in Niger, I think the right way to say it is Niger, but I usually call it Niger. But the president was, enjoying his authority, and enjoying his connections with the world leaders and running a country peacefully. But all of a sudden, his head of security kicks him out of office, and now there is a stalemate, where the international community, the West, the US and France are saying that, you have to vacate this office, and reinstall the person who was here before. But, the West African countries that are surrounding this, Niger, like Burkina Faso and Guinea and Mali, they're all saying that no, this military leaders to stay in power, and the West should not interfere. And so the hands of Russia and the Wagner military group, which is being said to be the most powerful private military, is being seen in the situation over there in Niger. So this proverb reminds me of what's going on over there, that any person, no matter how powerful or mighty you might be, sometimes you stumble and fall. But I want to go into the 3 nuggets of wisdom that we prepared for you before today's show. And I also want to know your own perspective on this proverb. So share in the comments whether you are joining me on YouTube, where I want you to make sure you subscribe to the channel. But we're also live streaming on other platforms. We are live streaming on Facebook. We are live streaming on LinkedIn. We are live streaming on X, which is formerly Twitter. And also we are on AMP. AMP is an amazing, audio app where you can not only produce your podcast, it's almost like a radio show. The beauty of it is that you can listen to music. Any music that is on Amazon Music can be played live during the show. I haven't played any music yet because this is a conversational show where we just, break down these proverbs and have a deeper understanding of what they mean. And hopefully that helps us with our mental health. Hopefully that helps us ground ourselves in our culture as African people, and also allows us to really engage with the thinking of our ancestors, the people that created these proverbs. What were they thinking, did they intend to leave it for us to consume it now, and for what purpose, so as I always say, my mother used these proverbs in so many different ways, to correct me when I was wrong, to encourage me when I needed encouragement, and also to rebuke me sometime when I'm doing something terrible. She would throw in a proverb in there. But today's proverb, for those who haven't seen it yet, it says that, I'll just add it here to give you a better perspective. It says that a horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. A horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. And so the first nugget of wisdom related to this proverb says that everyone is vulnerable and can experience failure. Every one of us is vulnerable and can experience failure. Look at Donald Trump, he's now being paraded in front of the world as the most crazy president that has ever been seen around the world. He tried to reverse an election laws, and now the law of the land is catching up with him, and he's going through a very difficult time. So it's really interesting what this proverb is teaching us, that be humble. The second nugget of wisdom says that failure is not a reflection of our worth, but rather an opportunity to learn and grow. When you are in the darkest place you can ever think of, when you are unable to meet your obligations, when you are unable to even afford to eat, it doesn't mean that that's your worth, but it's an opportunity for you to become creative, for you to learn, for you to become better, for you to grow, and then finally, our last nugget of wisdom says that persistence and determination are essential in achieving success, even in the face of setbacks. If you are really, really persistent and you're really, really determined and you're really, really focused, no matter what challenge is before you, you're going to find a way, you're going to find a way. And sometime it won't even be you solving the problem that you're being faced with, Sometimes somebody else sees that, wow, Simon has been putting in the work a lot. He's showing up for his podcast every morning at 6 a.m. He's being consistent. I need to do something to support, maybe I need to subscribe to the channel. Maybe I need to find out how I can be more helpful. And you never know who that could be. It could be an investor. It could just be a fan. But help is going to come. So never give up. Never give up. But also be aware that no matter how high you go, you can also fall down. Because if horses have 4 legs and they can fall, then who are we to think that we are, indispensable? So I want to look at some of the comments that you're sharing here with us. I see that Seth Ochieng has joined us. Seth, where are you joining us from? I see that you're watching this from Facebook. Thank you very much. I love seeing, brothers and sisters joining the show from no matter where you are in the world. I'm just curious. I want to know. I see a few people joining us on YouTube too. Just let me know where in the world you're joining us from. I would love to see your comments. I want to know your own perspective on this proverb from the Zulu tribe. Seth says, good afternoon. I just want to share the proverb one more time. I'll put it on the screen in order for you all to see it. A horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. A horse has 4 legs, yet it falls. Yeah. Tell me what you think this means. I just want to thank you all again for joining me. I was here on Tuesday. I'm still here today on Friday. Yesterday was a really exciting episode of the African Father in America podcast. We were joined by Franco ATTK. Franco is from Burkina Faso. If you missed that episode, it's in my YouTube channel. It's also available across all podcasting platforms. And, I just love hosting guests like Franco. And hopefully next week we are going to have more guests on the show. But I want you to check it out. We learned a lot about Burkina Faso. We learned a lot about his latest album, which is called El Dorado. And tomorrow here in Seattle, Washington, Franco will be dropping that album, and I will be there to witness all of it. But also One Vibe Band, which is a band that I founded, is going to be playing here in Seattle and backing Franco, So if you know amazing artists that want to be backed by a legitimate band, you should let me know as well. We have an amazing band. I just want to thank you all again for joining me for the show today. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this proverb. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to the 3 nuggets of wisdom I shared. I just want you to know that I deeply appreciate your support. And with that, have a nice weekend. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Okelo Javan. And I will see you on Monday at the same time. Thank you so much. Peace and love.
African Father in America. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. African Father in America. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. You are listening to African Father in America podcast by Simon Javan Okelo, live from Seattle, Washington.